Hello everybody all over the world. Hello and welcome to the HiGPS episode number 342, Pyro Basics, that we'll cover today. We had a lot of different submissions today, some which were great, some which were awful, and some which was not zipped. And I had 42 of those, which makes it a lot harder to do that. So please, if you submit stuff, zip everything instead of sending me one by one in email, because Gmail doesn't like that a lot often. Anyway, we're to talk about the Pyro Basics, of course, which is this. You can clearly see. There you go. You burn people. You can shoot people that's burning people. You can air blast like this, push them back, and if you aim straight down, you can air blast them up in the air, like so, if you so desire, and that's pretty much it. So you burn people, you air blast projectiles and people, like you can shoot certain projectiles back, most of them. Also, you extinguish your friends, so they stop burning, and then you spy check. I mean, you look for spies, but you are not supposed, like, your team is not entitled to you always killing the spy. Like, you just check for the spy. It's called spy check, not spy kill, right? There's a difference. And additionally, you can remove zappers with this weapon and this weapon. And as a pyro, generally, where you're good is like outside here in the open, you're kind of shit. But here in the closed off area, you are kind of good. Like indoor areas are usually like around corners like this. People come, you can go boop and burn people like this. It's pretty good. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at the user submitted ones today, because there was so many I didn't actually have to do anything myself because you guys had so much stuff to show. So first off, we're just going to start off with our friend Enigmas here on payload Swiftwater. Yeah, that's what it's called, Swiftwater. It's pretty good. And it's loading. So I hope you guys are doing okay. We're gonna go into this right here. So here we have like where you can do, you can spy check the sentry and you get shot by something. Oh, some of these are spy. That was a spy. Interesting. Oh, and you can also kill sentries that are poorly placed like this. You can just also run in like so and do that. And of course, if teammates are on fire, you can just put them out and then you'll get heal from you. And then of course, if you run into a fucking fortress of just unsufferable spam, you can just reflect all of this shit until you get past that wall, like literally fortress in Team Fortress. We found the fortress in the game. Then you go this way to meet the last boss of Team Fortress 2, which is Erasmus. And he just kind of kills you. And then that's that. So that was that. Pretty interesting, but it covered some basic stuff that you do as a pyro, because keep in mind, pyro is not as like, well, it's a simple class. It's not as simple as like soldier or scout, for instance, the previous ones we've done, because you have so many other sub stuff you gotta do, and you have things that doesn't kill. Like you can just push people back. So let's move on to our first real submission here by Pekwanik, and he's gonna be using the degreaser, the scorch shot, and the power jack. And we're gonna see a game where he is not going to be too much impactful on the game. So the reason for this is that often as a pyro, there's a couple of things that will generally give you a hard time as a pyro. One of them are sentries, and the other is heavies. Now, sentries isn't always the case if the sentry is like placed improper, or the heavy is out of position or not rev. But if they are properly placed and you are properly placed, then things might not go your way here. So in this position, Pekwanik is in the place where he can't really do much other than just spam the scorch shot. He won't be able to, like, he does 18 damage to the sentry, and the engineer is going to be able to repair that no problem. He can light them on fire and basically just be annoying. And here we have a vaccinator medic. He goes in, goes for the thing, and then he's almost dead. And then he's going to use the power jack, which makes you run faster. Runs back here, teams up with this medic, and oh no, medic! Pay attention! Move! Hold that W key. Oh, and then he extinguishes the medic, tries to save him, and then the medic just gets stabbed anyway by a spy off screen. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. And then, that's a spy. And that's a dead spy, probably, maybe. Yep, that was a dead spy. That's a little trick you can do if they are using the dead ringer, where they trick you where you're dead. If you pick up their ammo pack and you actually get ammo pack, they are actually dead. And if you don't get your ammo back, then no. So also we can see here, Scorch Shot is a pretty good alternative to just bothering snipers long range. Keep in mind also that you will be mostly useless throughout the entire effort and just keep shooting flares. And I see that a lot, especially on newer pyros where they just find the flare gun for the first time. They basically just spend all their time shooting flares and not doing much else. Here's a spy. Of course, he killed a spy. Nice work there, but you can see he's mostly, throughout this entire demo, he's been in this one place and he hasn't really been able to move forward or go on the flanks or anything. But he did get a sweet quad rocket reflect there off the sentry. And that is because the enemy has sentries and heavies further forward, and as a pyro, you can't really do that. So he's making the most out of the situation of just being an annoying little bitch, standing in the back with the squirt shot, just shooting. However, I would have liked him to go on just on a payload because there's nothing there. I guess he wants to help with the attack, but he's being a bit too passive. Now someone else is pushing the payload. He's just staying up here, maybe protecting the medic. Maybe he saw something, looking for a spy down here. Let's see, go up here. Oh, there's the spy, knocked him off. Squirt Shot is an obnoxious tool to deal with, which is why we have nerfed it on my balance server. Kyria Peklanic going forward once again, trying to get something done. And then he gets killed by the one thing he's supposed to be good against. God, what an idiot, right? Jesus. So, wait, hold on. Where is it? Oh, I didn't prepare it. Anyway, imagine that I have a roll of tape, right? So this is Rattle Wrench. And imagine that he does the following, like WM1. That is the W key and the left mouse click button on the keyboard. And you just hold those two. So imagine that he takes the tape and he glues the mouse button, and then he glues down the W key as well. And the result you get is, after he's done upgrading, you get this. So Rattle Wrench here is actually not gonna stop moving forward or do anything but burn people with this Phlogistonator throughout the entire demo. So we'll see exactly how well that flies. So then you go where gates have opened, of course. So here he is. Oh, there's a spy. Killed a spy. Yep, that's one kill. Or an assist, rather. And there's a spy back here, maybe. Yep. That's another one. We got him. Nice.
Easy operation.
Cool. And then Rattle Wrench is just going to trot back here. And we're running kind of low on ammo. Better go. Yep, there, grab some ammo. Run past the dispenser. That's nice. And is there something? Oh, there's a spy. Yep, got him. Fucking wrecked, son. This is like the best strategy. Oh, another spy. Jesus, you guys are idiots. That's 3 spies on the enemy team, I think. Oh, and there's a scout. You don't run as fast as a scout. Oh, sniper. Evasive maneuvers. And then, of course, you can't see it, but he's actually, like, if you watch the ammo, he's still doing it. You can see he's burning. Burns the soldier. Keeps going. There's a pyro. Burn him too. Yep, you're dead. And then he runs into someone who can actually shoot and just kills him. So a lot of people say like, oh, WM1 Pyro is no skill. Yeah, but if you get killed by no skill, what does that say about you? Because that's usually not an issue. So that was Rattle Wrench only submission. I forgot, of course, to read what he said. So I will read what he said now while you watch this demo of Burning Arrow. He said, this is the mantra of the dead Rattle Wrench. This is his legacy. This is my W plus M1 demo. There are many like it, but this one is mine. My W key is my best friend. It is my life. I must master it as I master my life. Without me, my M1 button is useless. Without my M1 button, I am useless. I must spam my fire true. I must press my buttons harder than my enemy who is slightly annoyed by me. I must burn him before he shoots me. Maybe I will. Before Gaben, I swear this creed, my buttons and myself are the defenders of my team. We are the masters of our enemy. We are the saviors of my life. So be it until there is no more ammo. Amen. So, well, I've totally whiffed that. We're gonna watch Burning Arrow here. Spend most of his time in this fucking corridor in his spawn. So he is only just hurting himself and not really the enemy enough. And that's kind of hurting his Pyro style. He's being very careful of just running back to spawn, even though he could just at any point in time just go on the fucking payload, which heals you and gives you infinite ammo. And then finally the payload's in a good spot where he can just push it. He can just stay here and reflect. Oh, there's a soldier up there. We could just stay in. I guess we're just gonna go back here again. And well, at least the payload's moved. Oh, there's a payload. It's literally right outside your spawn. You can just go out, push it, die, and have had a meaningful life. What you're doing now is nothing. You are doing nothing. You're reflecting shit on. Okay, so then his teammates comes out, and of course, as a pyro, you're supposed to be in the front, right? A pyro in the front is very good with like air blast, and you take the bunch of the damage. But he's in the back because he needed health, obviously. But now the enemy's like, oh, there's a lot of sticks on the cart. Man, if only we knew what the real threat was, which was obviously this huntsman sniper. And then he's just going to Thankfully, the incompetence of the other demo didn't kill him right there, because he should have died. Ooh, Burning Arrow. I'm gonna be laying it down thick on you today. Jesus. And then we have the medic. He's on the run. He's burning. The other medic is not healing anyone. He has the crossbow out. This is the perfect time to retreat back to the payload, yes. Because our life is so fucking precious and important. We do not trade. Like, we're not a soldier. HiGPS didn't say that the Pyros were supposed to trade. And there we go. We have a great here. Oh, we got the medic and we got the guy. And the enemy defenses are weakened. We can just put. No, we're just gonna run back and forth and then back to the payload, I guess. Because we can't attack unless we're at full health, obviously. And now we're just gonna stay on the payload here. And there's a heavy, our greatest weakness. So let's see. Okay, so when the heavy's in the hill, that's when you can test. All right, fine. Lights up the. Oh, does a little reflect there. He keeps pushing the payload, and right now you're in kind of this weird limbo situation where, as a pyro, you can't really do much as a heavy there, and he's still alive somehow. I wish he would have died, so you could have gone back to spawn with full health, and that's exactly what he does, except without dying. The dying part. He doesn't want to give him the points. So. Fire. Okay, racially. Okay, we made it to the payload. Right, so inside. We're inside. Now we're in a good spot where pyros are good, so if we just stay inside, things will be good. We can use these angles and stuff to our advantage. We're just going to go outside and see that there's nothing here, but ooh, there's a juicy medic here. Time to commit killing this medic, and we did. And then we died, but that was absolutely worth it if you just had done that earlier in the game. Because there was a lot of time there where you as a pyro, you didn't really do anything. Like, you were present, but you had pretty much no impact on anything. So, with that in mind, let's look at another one from Burning Arrow, which is just titled The Adventures of the Chef Pyro. So here he is, the Chef Pyro. He's gonna be using the pan, of course. Gonna run up here on the roof. Oh, there's a guy. Flamethrower. And dominating the Pooties Knight. And the reflect. Sweet shit. Of course, just gonna run around some more. Reload the shotgun. We're out cooking. My goose is getting cooked. And then he just shotguns down. Trade.gg Cortex. I wish I'd read that sooner. Burning Arrow just hanging out on the roof here. with his trusty pen. He is the chef, of course. You're gonna go down on the flank here. Is that a spy? Oh, the perfect spy check is that if you hit him and you crit, he's a spy. And then he will die. Oh, an engineer. Building an S. I got the perfect weapon for this. A pan! Where's the engineer? You know what beats a shotgun? A pan! And another! Oh! Bro, you whack! Yeah, that's exactly right. Burning arrow is whack. What is this? Killing people with a pan instead of like a flamethrower? And do you know why this is working? Do you know why this pan is so incredibly strong? I'll show you why. This is why. It's because the enemy team fucking sucks. That's why this is working. Look at this engineer. All the engineer has to do is hit mouse 1, build whatever is in front of him, and then shoot burning arrow. Does he do it? No, he just carries the unbuilt building back to spawn. Obviously, that's what you do. Still just hanging around. Oh, a Demo Knight. How will we ever deal with such an unstoppable force as a Pyro when you can just push him into a corner and render him useless? Oh, I know. We will shoot the gun and then kill. Oh, Demo Knight. Good night. Another one. Oh, it's getting close. Kill him, yes. And then he dies a valiant death. Okay. So, next up is the Andrezen. Now, all of the demos that I show you pass what I call the HiGPS certification, where there are certain criteria that are met to be featured. However, this one I featured even though he failed meeting those credentials because he did a really bad taboo thing. That really upset me, so that's why I'm going to show it to you. And why am I wearing a balaclava? Good question. It's because Pyro doesn't have a mask, I guess. So there we go. We have, like, it says that Homie Junior doesn't have Uber, but he does have Uber. So here he comes. Okay. So right now, we have Uber popped on us. We don't know what the enemy team has. However, we do know that it's currently 420. When it's 420, you blaze it. But what should we spend this Uber on? Should we spend it on occupying the space of this area here and maybe do something with this sentry? Or should we focus on the Pyro that is literally right outside our spawn and is going to die soon? The answer is, of course, we're gonna go and kill this Pyro, like so. And of course, we now have no Uber and we have no idea what the enemy team has. So, congratulations, you're a failure. And that's all I'm gonna show. So Pyro Basics is if you get popped an Uber, you have to gain as much ground as possible. Because as a Pyro, you lack mobility. You can't do any like fancy super jumps unless you use like the jetpack or some other stuff. So then to focus on one guy outside your spawn when he's gonna die anyway, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, sure, he might have been able to get some kills on people coming out of spawn as a flogger, but he would have died anyway, and it's just outside that. So focus Pyro is gonna be a thing here. So here, great spot to be in as a Pyro. Inside, Scout's swinging around his scatter gun. He doesn't realize that he's holding both the bat at the same time. This is Andrezen, and watch this. So the soldier decides to back off. He hits one rocket, reflect rocket, and the soldier's like, yeah, better leave. Wait, I'm gonna shoot one more rocket. Take a seat. Very good. Of course, Demo Knights. Oh, did you see that? Many people have asked, like, how do I stop a Demo Knight? Because Demo Knights are just so good. Not related to that I'm having troubles with Demo Men in general, but let's watch this. So there's that, and then we come out here and watch this. So there's people on the point defending, and then the Demo Knight comes, and then the demo's here. And then he hits the right click on the mouse and pushes it back. Of course, his timing was a little bit off, so he did get hit, but the Demo Man didn't get any follow-up, and he is holding his ground. So that is a very good place. then he's just hanging out here. Not on the health pack, of course. Going back out, gonna help capture. So in situations like this is of course Badlands King of the Hill, so it's not the 5 CP version. But like generally here, you as a pyro with a scorch shot, you can spam flares on the point and just light people on fire constantly. Like this, you can see it. He hits another one, bounces the engineer. I think the engineer lit. No, the engineer died from afterburn, and then the other pyro just strafes back and forth, doesn't do much. And then he hits another flare. So much more luck in this demo, where he's actually playing pyro properly. And yeah, extinguishing teammates, giving yourself 20 health, that is pretty good. Of course, right-clicking, pushing the pyro away. Also want to give a shout out to my boy Christian Ma, who has his own channel now. He's been putting out quite a few pyro videos. So if you want to see some pyro shenanigans of what you can do with like air blast and lingering flames and all that kind of stuff, check out his channel. If you go to my channel and look at the channels that I suggest, you can check him out. And he is not in this episode because he didn't submit anything, because he's probably busy doing other pyro stuff. But it's a good way to check out if you want to see like really high tier pyro stuff. Cool. So now let's look at Big Phil. I think he's a new submitter, so we're gonna welcome him, unless it's like some guy who's fake nicking the douche. Here we are on Swiftwater. Properly this time, the Team Fortress is gone. And we are gonna have Big Phil here use the degreaser, detonator, and the extinguisher combination. And that one didn't count, he said in the demo. So that's fine. We can't reflect all the rockets. This is where we do well. So we have the heavy there, so he does a good job of not engaging right away. He's being a bit overcautious. I would have liked him to stay down there. But he's just, yeah, so now they're launching a counterattack. And then look at this. He jumps over the heavy, leapsfrog him, poof, and then turns him for a bit, hits with the extinguisher, gets the speed. And now he's going to go to the enemy spawn. And then he's going to work on this teleporter, take it out, destroy the reinforcement structure of the enemy team. Their logistics are weakened. And now he has done his job, and this is not a good spot to be in unless the soldier shoots a rocket directly at you. So you can see, oh, sniper! Sniper. Careful. Spire. So grab this health pack. And there's a heavy. And what do you think is going to happen? Let's have a look. The heavy is revved up. And he might see us, because that's where the flames are. There's a sniper watching, and there's a soldier busy with 2 scouts. Alright, place your bets. What's going to happen? Don't mind that the demo is soon over. So he goes in, and then he gets sniped. So if you thought the heavy would kill him, you are wrong. It was the sniper that killed him, but anyway, that was in a spot where you were in a 3v1 situation, kind of, and then you just died. Tough luck. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. So this one is kind of short. And this is what I like with when people submit me demos, where they are short and useful. Like they start, they go in, they do something great, and then they die. This is how you play. Of course, you work as a teammate, and then you just do the loadout selection glitch thing where you just hit your loadout. And there we go. Here we are. Nice. Goes in, goes for the medic. He's like, I want you dead. Cool. Whatever happens now doesn't matter. We got the medic. That is a good trade. Pyro for a medic, you will take that any day. And he got like 4 people. Let's see, how long was that demo? He had 4 kills, and he was alive for, let's see how long he was alive for as a pyro. So let's see here. So, okay, so he comes out when there's 40 seconds left. Right, and then he stays alive for 6 seconds. Roughly like 5.5. So he's been alive for like 5.5 seconds, and he's already killed the medic and 3 other guys. So, I mean, that's what you do as a pyro. You get trades too, but not in the same way as soldier, because soldier is a lot more, you can pick a bit easier. You can just jump and go further. With pyro, if you're that close, you just have to go for it. You absolutely have to go for it, and sometimes it pays off. And people ask, like, what if they don't die? Well, here's the thing. If you're fighting against a pyro and you shoot him once and he runs away, you know that he's a coward. And he's like, I can play around cowards. But if you shoot him and he just keeps running at you, he's kind of fearless. It's like kind of like the guys, if you ever been in a fight where you punch someone and they don't show any sign of pain, even though you know you punched them very hard. That's very scary. And that's kind of like the sort of pyro play we want to. We want you to be like that insane guy people are afraid of, like in the movie. So, this is going to be bit 2, and he's going to show us some pretty much mediocre play where he isn't really accomplishing too much. He also doesn't have his medic with him. Most of his team is dead, so it's currently just him, the engineer, and another pyro, and the entire blue team is alive. So all he has to do is kind of stall and protect. He could try and go for a trade, but I don't think he would be able to get the medic, considering the entire blue team is alive and well. So he's doing the sensible choice of just retreating there. We have soldiers coming in. We're getting ready. And then, oh, some reflex. Okay, we're back. Oh, we have the medic now. Checking that for spy. Yeah, that's spy. Oh, did you see the reflect? That was such a good reflect, and the soldier burned to death mid-air. And then there's a heavy, and we're in trouble. And one thing we haven't been doing all game, we haven't been checking our backs. Throughout this entire time, we've been very busy with stuff in front of us. Foreshadowing, 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 you're dead. Dr. Mad Scientist, 007, the most dangerous of agents, got you killed. So that was one of those situations where you as a pyro, you can't really do all that much because you need to be close in order to do stuff, and you have no way of getting in close. You don't have a lot of health, you don't have distractions, and it's 3 versus 12. And that's like not a good deal for anybody. So this is bit 2, and oh, the air shot, dude. Did you guys saw that? Let's look at that again, because that was some serious sick air shottage right there. Yeah, there you go. So here we are. We're gonna watch that again. So there's a sniper, of course, in the back. Didn't mention that because I didn't see him the first time. Get on, and here comes the soldier. Jump.
Predictable.
Oh, and he just goes flying. Oh, that's so good. And he's like, oh shit, I can burn people too. Right. Burn. Okay. He's like 30 health. I see the medic. He's gonna die. And then he just goes in and he kills him. He's like, soldier. 30 health. He's gonna die. And he blasts him away, and he's still alive. But he's like, I have more than 1 health. Fine, I'll kill him. And then the medic misses the crossbow, but heals him up like glorious full health, and then he gets hit by some random crits, and then he dies. And the heavy is mad, and he has a mad name. So this is really what I'd like to see. If you compare this to other pyros that we will see later, it's a really big shift. Like, some of you are super aggressive. You don't care how much health you have. He's like, I'm gonna get the guy. And then you have the other guys who take 10 damage and be like, fuck it, I need to find a health pack, or I might die. Dying is also can be quite good sometimes. So this is Spicy Penis. He's now using the Panic Attack, which is a great close range shotgun. It's super quick and you can deal out a lot of damage really quickly. And now we have Dr. Rashpisuka here, and then we just go in with Uber. Going in, burning, and then there's a sentry going to take the pushback. Oh, another sentry, not level 3. Wouldn't matter, we would have destroyed anything. Anyway, I think it's time to go and capture. So pretty good. Medic used the Uber. We are now in our element. This is, of course, Dust Bowl, a map that can favor Pyro. So, oh, the spy! Kill the spy. Is he dead? We don't know if he's dead or not. Alright, so let's make this jump here. Pro tip. Take the high ground, go with the soldier. There's a lot of guys. So there's like, let's count. Alright, so there's a sentry, and an engineer, and a pyro, and a sniper, and a soldier, and a heavy, and another soldier over there. So basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because the sentry counts as a person. 6 versus 1. What do we do? Well, we just fucking retreat for a little bit and don't go in and die right away, obviously. So we just go back here and be like, yeah, that was a good decision. If we had gone down there, we would have certainly died if we didn't go for the sentry right away. If we went for the sentry, the heavy would have shot us in the ass. And if we go for the heavy, the sentry would have shot us in the ass. Basically, but we're gonna chase down this dangerous Demo Knight. He's basically a walking health pack. Fuck, he got away. Alright, so he's of no threat to nobody except for the medic who goes in to chase down a Demo Knight. That is not cool. So we're going back. We have a full Hoover again, because this is a great way to push him. We already know what's there, because we checked. Oh, shit. Oh! Burn this. Burn, 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 burn. Take the sniper. Boom, you're dead. Shoot you. Bang, bang. Pow! And then get on the point. Get on the point. And, oh, there's a Demo Knight. I also like what he did there to try and stop anyone trying to get on the point, because that's also something you can do as a pyro, because you can push enemy players backwards or upwards depending on what you want to do. So you can basically stop them from getting on the point. You don't kill them, but you render them sort of useless. So that's what you can do in like maps like Dust Bowl that has like narrow hallways where you can just push them away. So this is Electric Mace. He's going to be using the jetpack. Here he is, this nice sombrero dude, and he's going to be showing us the proper aggression here. So what I really liked what he did there with the spies, that he kept his distance, because there's a lot of spies out there, or some that are really good with the trick stabs. Like you get close and then they do like some bullshit and then he hits you in the back, even though they were like in front of you, and they go like, oh no, trick stab. We totally didn't like manipulate the game or glitch it out. So basically as a pyro, just avoid melee range and just push them back and burn them. Then you won't have that problem. Yeah, so we have him just going in here. He's like, fuck the medic, you're gonna die first. And then the pyro decides to back out. We have Vaccinator. And then our medic is here somewhere, probably, unless he died. Okay, he's dead. Alright, well, we have half health. Oh. Huh. Well, you already know the answer. Well, you'll be like, half health, but a lot of guys standing close to the edge. Down you go, and there's a medic with a quick fix. Gets away, he has to pop it. 9 health, and then we die. I just love it. He was like, half health, but I have an opportunity. I'm gonna take it. And then he got 3 kills. And all he did was push a button. And then they all went flying. And that was pretty good. Environmental kills only works on maps where you can have push-outs. Cool. So here he is once again. He's also using the back scratcher, so he will heal less from medic and dispensers, but more from health packs. So this is Electric Maze once again, and he's like, well, you know, I've had the taste of pushing people off the map. I'm quite not yet satisfied with this. Probably have done something, but then he uses the jetpack. Oh, Masterful goes up there, and it's like, who's here? And he's like, hey. Oh! Bye-bye. Bye-bye again. Oh, and the best part is that, like, the enemy team, they didn't even realize because he wasn't even using fire. He was just kind of standing there, and he's like, look at how little he's healing, and then a roller comes and kills him. But man, like, he just stood there and was like, all right, next. And he's just like, excuse me, I'm just gonna... And then he pushed him away. So, good stuff by Electric Mace. He didn't really care how much health he had. He just went for it. So now we're going to look at the polar opposite Pyro. We're going to look at Rare, which has more of the coward style. And he's also using this weird man melter, which sucks. So here we are in a situation where there's a heavy in the front there. Yes, so we kind of can't really go forward. And now, but the heavy has stopped shooting, and we see a medic. Oh, we aimed way too high. Hit someone in the back there. Okay. Well, the heavy's dead, so now we could go for that medic because the scouts might be busy, and we have potential rockets we can reflect. But I've taken some health of damage. I'm not at 75 anymore, and now I have overheal. Wait, hold on. Let me just get ammo. I needed ammo. Yeah, that's why I'm back here. I need ammo. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So now I can maybe attack the soldier. Maybe, yeah, reflect. Got him. Cool. Now I'm back on full health. We have Uber. Wait, I'm not ready to go. I'm just gonna kill this Pyro here, which was a super threat, by the way. So just hangs back here, grabs his health, and it's like, all right, it's time to go and kill this scout. Oh, we lost some health. Whoa. I've lost some health, guys. Look. Better safe than sorry, am I right? Let's just get with the medic, get the overheal. Even though the medic would have caught us here, and we're just gonna hang around. Or we could just go forward, but there's a heavy there, so that's actually pretty good. Going forward there. So we do have a lot of health, though. We could potentially go inside the. Oh, he's not revved up. Oh, he's coming in with this. We could air blast him back before the quick fix hit, but let's not do that. Let's just stay here. This is where it's safe, right now. So if we go in the heavy, we die. It's not like we can go around or anything. And we reflect, and then we just stay. Oh, protect the medic. Yes, that's what we're doing. Kill this super dangerous Pyro. That's on the low ground of all things. Pyro's below. Yeah, not anymore. All right, so now we can go forward, and there's the medic. That there are two, but. Ah! Why aren't you just committing? You could just have gone out. There were two medics that were not protected. And if the heavy came down, he would have shot you in the ass and he would have pushed you further into the medics, and then you would have killed them. And then you would have died a glorious death. But instead, no, he's just gonna stay here. We have full overheal. We have 260. We can just go, like, we're good in hallways. We can just go there and burn shit like we do here. And then, yeah. Get this, get the crit. Oh, we see the medic and the heavy's back. We hit him. All right, and there's the demo. Reflect. Yes, take care of him. Yep, there we go. Down he goes. And now we gotta grab more ammo and. Oh, missed the reflect on. Missed the. No! And, funny thing is, if you weren't that far back in the base, you wouldn't have fallen off the map. Of course, I'm kind of exaggerating here, but, that just shows a little bit, like, as a Pyro, it's a lot of uncertainty of, like, should I go, should I not go, do I go now? And the answer is yes, until you're absolutely sure. When you don't have to, if you go forward, you die. But you won't know that unless you try a lot. And I haven't seen this in competitive. There's so many players where there's obvious, like, mathematically it's not possible for them to die if they just go for it, but then they just don't. So this is rare once again. He's going to be a bit more aggressive here because he is indeed attacking, of course. And look at this. Reflect. Oh, the sniper is no more. Kega TF2. What happened? Oh, and then he dies. But yeah, you can reflect sentry rockets and they kill for 135 HP. Which means, according to math, if someone has less than 135 health, they will die, most likely. Cool. So this is Burning Arrow, and this is basically just to showcase you one of the strongest defenses you can have. So you have a corner, and then you have an engineer with you, and a dispenser. This is incredibly strong for a Pyro, because as a Pyro, you can just reflect all day if you have infinite ammo. So you can just stay back here and shoot players and stuff, and just try and reflect these kind of buildings. And also you can stand in front of the buildings, like he does now. You can just soak up, yeah, like this. So while you aren't actually doing any damage, you are actually preventing damage. So you're actually sort of healing people. Keep in mind that afterburn, like a full afterburn, will do 50 damage. So whenever you extinguish someone that has just started burning, then you will be able to heal, like, effectively heal for 50 or prevent the damage of 50 health being down. However, you can't reflect like you're just one man, and also killing rollers like this is super good because you doesn't heal your teammates, and then of course Dalek gets a huge kill there, and so far they've been stalling this push a lot because the blue team did have so much stuff here. Sentry has been moved back, I think. I'm not sure if they're going to move it up or move it up to the ceiling. That's pretty important to do. And he's shooting players, so this isn't a very good spot to be in. So while he doesn't attack, like I would say, like, oh, why aren't you attacking, you stupid coward? It's because he's actually an engineer watching duty right now. And that's what he's doing. He's poking and prodding, and he's playing fairly well right now. Another reflect. Staying on it. Look at this. In Dispenser, you have full health all the time, plus healing. Just gotta watch out for those rollers. Make sure that they don't hurt your team. And he's just doing more flares. You can stay here pretty much as long as you like. And it's just a very strong defense, all in all. So how is this gonna go? Well, they're gonna do like most players do and get another reflex on Peter Jensen. What happened? Did you Jensen your pants? God, I'm so funny. And then he gets another reflect. Goes back to the dispenser. So this is kind of scary, right? Because right now the blue team is actually pushing quite hard and the dispenser goes down. So your infinite health pool as well as ammo goes down and you have to retreat back. Take this. And he's also make sure not to grab the ammo because the engineers will need that because they just lost their entire egg. So going forward, some troubles. Throw the health pack again. I think he picked up the ammo pack by mistake. Happens. Goes forward. Maybe this is an attempt to like retake the corner. Hits him with this. Now he has speed boost. Gotta go fast, bro. There's some guys out of position there. Just being a bit careful, not wanting to extend over there because he's just trying to get the lay of the land. And now he does. And now things are looking great. Going back in. Holy shit, that's a sniper, and we're dead. But that was pretty good Pyro Basics in general. Like, he didn't really need superhuman reaction times or aim to just reflect rockets because there was just so many rockets coming in and he was just in the right place at the right time as the right classes, surrounding by the right teammates, and then things are just great. So that was Birding Arrow. Good work by him. Next, we have Kawaii Heavy, which submitted me a demo that was 24 minutes long with no timestamps of where anything interesting happened. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you the first life, and that's gonna be it. Because I think it was, yeah, it's 24 minutes of Burn Blitz. So I'm just gonna show you the first few, the first life, and see what he does. So as a Pyro, you're supposed to spy check, not necessarily spy kill. However, if you're getting killed by spies and they backstab you, you should kind of feel like your honor is bad. Because as a Pyro, you're kind of like the mouse, the cat. You're the cat, and the spy is kind of the mouse that has to sneak around and steal the cheese, and you have to protect the cheese. Because sometimes you melt the cheese. And melted cheese is pretty good on toast. So we're just gonna dance our way here. And then we're gonna be using our hawk eyes of observing. We're like an owl cat. We have observant eyes and cat-like reflexes, which allows us to see through the enemy's cunning and disguise. We're just gonna go down here for a bit and just hide in the corner. Then we're just gonna go around and see, and keep in mind that when we are looking at something, the human vision of where we can see stuff clearly, our field of view is about this wide. So if I put this on my monitor right now, I'll show you where it is on the screen. So if I put it up on the screen, my pinky starts here. This is where my pinky is, and then it ends here. So I can see from here to the X. This is what I see as a Pyro when you're looking at something. This is called subtle tips. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Reaction time and observing skills was not on Kawaii Heavy's arsenal that time. And if you feel shame, good. Use the shame and learn it. All right, so let's see if it loads properly now. Go. All right, so this is iMain Sandwich here on Gold Rush, the last spot, and he is the last air blaster. So he also has some of the worst skins I've ever seen for a SCART shot. And oh, he hit someone with it. Oh, and, ooh, another reflect. Thank you, sir. And another one. And shit. Reflect. Oh, reflect. 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 Oh, hit him. Reflect. Shit. Oh, soldier in the air. Oh, missed the air shot. That's fine. Keep reflecting. And then he's like, oh, half health. Half health. Crit rocket. Attack at endpoint time. Reflect. Oh! The triple kill. And then he's just in the front. It's, oh, another one. Can I have a rocket, please? I'm in a sandwich. Just eating them up. Aw, dude. That was such good stuff. I just want to see that again. Because that was a good, like, at the end there. So let's just go through all of this nonsense. And then get to where we were. Look at all these reflex, man. So here we go, I think, yeah. This is where the crit hits. Look at this. Oh, that's a good one. And then reflects that pyro. Where's the next rocket? Where is it? Oh! Look at that. And then he's like, the last one. The easy rocket to reflect. Shit! Look at that pyro butt. Anyway. Good stuff. I approve. Next up, we have Adam WTS, which is going to show us some proper pyro movement, where normally in these kind of situations it can be kind of tough. So he's attacking on Badwater. He's going to be hurting the scout, reloading this, and you can see that the medic actually has quick fix. And then, oh no. So pyros are bad against everything that's here. We're not good against heavies. We're not good against sentries, and not heavies and sentries and dispensers and soldiers. If we had Uber, this would be easy. This would be in an
easy operation.
But instead we have,
you failed me. How is this possible?
I'll take it. We have not Uber. So let's see. So the medic hasn't popped it yet. We're just healing quickly up now. Now the medic pops it. So how is he gonna do this? So the engineer actually fucks up and picks up the gun, and then he reflects kill the engineer and the there. So it's not Uncle Dane, it's Uncle Shira. And Uncle Dane is gonna make a video where he's like, do not build or lift up sentries while the enemy is attacking. Which is the next video from Uncle Dane, obviously. And yeah. So pretty good there. The mistake from the engineer allowed him to push, and of course the engineer did put it back down, so he did rebuild, but he's still here in the area. And Adam WTS doing quite well for himself. Hits a reflect, doesn't kill, that's fine. It's kind of like 6, you know, it's not important if it was good or not, as long as you just had it, doesn't matter. Same with the reflex, doesn't matter if the reflex was good or not, as long as you did it. Doesn't matter, did reflect. And we're gonna go on the payload, and we're gonna push people off it. Push people off it. Yes. Oh, he did. He could have. Then they win. He wasn't in the top 3, but he was definitely the one that captured. Yeah, no high five for losers. We don't high five losers. We kill losers. That's what we do in this game. Great. So we're gonna watch a new submitter, I think. I haven't seen this name before. It's Ignity, or something like that. And this is what I call the repositioning style. So he's using this thing, and this is the back burner, so it's gonna burn him in the back. And oh, nice little reflect there, bro. So here as a pyro, you can't really do much. There's a sentry there. I mean, you do have heals, but the sentry's just gonna eat you alive unless you go with the Uber. You don't have Uber, so he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go around. Which is probably the best answer for any pyro main, is that if you're in a ditch where you can't go, just go around. But you're like, but it's Dust Bowl. I can't go around. It's literally a corridor. And then the answer is, yes. Dust Bowl is a corridor. Play a map that isn't shit. So he goes around here, and of course he has the back burner, so he's actually in a very good spot now where he can get him from behind. Of course they're busy, and he just melts that guy. Sees another Pyro that's busy with some other guy and burns him, and the team has been pushing through. Oh, there's a little teleporter. We're just gonna let that vanish on its own. Yeah, there you go. So if that's a Pyro, you just look at it. Enough, it disappears when the engineer switches fast. So then he's gonna go for another little jump up here. He's also using the back scratcher, so he will get a lot out of health packs, like the small health packs are almost as big as big ones. He's gonna pick up one anyway. He's gonna distract the Pyro away from the medic. The medic pops Uber out of fear, I think. So what are you gonna do when you have an Uber? You just go for it. Gets this guy and sees the heavy, just go for him as well. Hits him in the back. The heavy melts. Doesn't quite hit the reflects, but he is in a good position right now. So that demo is burning, and he's like, well, I'm healing up way too slow. I need a health pack, and a health pack's up here. I'm gonna grab this, boop, almost back to full health. Nice. So he's been using the jetpack quite efficiently to move around. I'm gonna go back there, and he's not gonna attempt the sniper, because the sniper would have killed him if he would have stayed there. So pretty good stuff. There you go. Move around, and whoop. Then we're gonna move up further. Forward. I know that Kawaii Heavy in the chat is like, it was in the WDM file. Yeah, I don't know what other files you have. You have to put it in the title of the demo file for me to look at it. I don't have time to browse all the other stuff that you guys sent me. I just got time to read the titles and watch the demos. That's all I have time for when there's like 80 demos I have to go through. So, yeah, do that. Anyway, we have Initi here. He's still alive. Pretty well. Pretty well alive. Jumps up. Repositions up behind and gets killed by the Demo Knight. Huh. Anyway, we're gonna move on to someone else, someone new. So that was some good plays where he was using his repositioning and lack of mobility on the map that allowed it. Great situational awareness. So this is going to be Legendary RQA. Legendary RQA. Playing on Harvest. And I have to say, Harvest is the map that most people play on, but Harvest is not a good map, so if you want to be better at TF2, stop playing Harvest. It's just a fun map where you can dick around. So, he reflects this soldier, reflects him twice. Keep in mind, Black Box reflected rockets heals you as well. So then he could go and just capture. So he's like, nah, I'm gonna go and not do the objective because you guys got that under control. I'm gonna go and bother the scout in his spawn. Oh, the reflect kill, or the flare kill, I mean, not reflect. Then he's gonna go with the medic, and then he's gonna go a bit on a sneaky little mission. Go and kill the other guy. Also nice reflect on the spark shot there, making his medic not take damage. Of course, he reflects the karate. Super good stuff. Sniper doesn't really know what to do. He moves out of the way. That's probably the smartest thing he's done all day. And I like what he does to the spy. He like keeps his distance. He doesn't allow the spy to go in like trick stab range, and then he should really extinguish his medic because his medic is about to die. And then the medic is alive with 8 health. Barely. It would have been more if you fucking extinguished him, you crazy man. And then he's just kind of staying in spawn. And this is the strategy which we call stay in spawn until your medic dies. And then the medic is dead. So, we're gonna go into the next demo by him. So that was some good stuff. He reflected stuff that you normally don't see reflected, like karate and scorch shots. Pretty good. So this is another one where it comes to killing spies, where he's actually keeping the spy dead longer by not killing him. I'll show you what I mean once we get to it. So he's now in just the pregame, and now the game starts. So then, it's going to use this to get up here, run into the enemy spawn, see that everybody has ran out. And maybe go up here. Oh, the soldiers burn him to crisp. There we go.
3, 2, 1.
And then we're just gonna wait for the health pack. Yeah, there we go. And then we're just gonna go. Oh, there's a spy. So the spy doesn't know we're here, right? And then look at this. He's outside flamethrower range, and he runs as a pyro. So that means he runs just as fast as us. But what I like here is that this spy, now that we're using the power jack, he's basically dead, right? There's nothing this spy can do that we can't do to kill him. If he dead ringers, we'll just reignite him. If he tries to run away, we'll burn him. So that means in this situation, as long as we tail this spy, he is effectively dead. So that means the longer we delay to kill him, the longer he will be actually dead. Because it will take longer for him to respawn, and he won't do... He's not going to stab anyone here. So look at this. He just takes his time. And then as soon as he gets out, like, oh, this is a dangerous position, he might be able to get this medic. All right, I'm going to kill the spy now. And then he just does that, and the spy uses, of course, dead ringer, and he's dead. Fucking owned. Not only did he kill you, but he made sure that the death you had was longer by not killing you right away. So that's why sometimes in TF2, it's better to die early than to die late, because your effective time as a dead person will be shorter. Like we had with Burning Arrow earlier, I think, where he was just kind of running around, not doing much, being half dead, running back to spawn countless times. So this is Arentia, who is a pyro, of course, like all others here. And this is on Gravel Pit, and as you can see in the top, there's no fucking medic, because medic's on holiday break or whatever. He doesn't go to Gravel Pit, except Blue does, the Red's like, I'm too good for this shit. And then just looking for that medic kill using Power Jack to close the distance. And boop, get that some health back as well. Gotta bring our own dental plan or healthcare plan in the shape of a hammer with a battery on it. And then of course, like, oh, 54 health. 54 health, guys. Jesus, that means we will die to pretty much anything that hits us too close range. So what do? Well, oh, now we're down to 20 health. 5 health! Jesus, 5 health. Holy shit, what do? Well, obviously running to spawn is for pussies, so we're not gonna do that. We're actually gonna go here and pick up this little health pack, leaving us at a good 40 health. And then we're just gonna see if the sentry is still there. Yeah, still there. Cool, we can also take a hit. So now, 23 health. Oh, there's a scout. Oh, well, he's dead. There's another scout. All right, so we can't engage him, and there's a scout on the low ground, and we got him too. And if that scout would have just turned around and killed us, we would die. If the scout had found the trigger, we're still on 23 health. Jesus, anything would kill you at this range. And then we're just like, okay, so we kill the guy. Fine, I guess I'll go to spawn. Jeez, as long as I have more than 1 health. Then we're good. Oh, a sniper? Oh, you can stay there. You're not doing much with the huntsman anyway. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, there you are. Hello. You're also using the Darwin Danger Shield. Sure, that'll protect you against the pyro, right? 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 Yes. Dead. Charaza. He's dead. Then, of course, we're going out to try and prevent this, because as pyro, you can push people off this point. Oh shit, heavy. Jesus, and the heavy is moving. Ah, there's a sniper and tons of stuff, but we don't have medics. We do have snipers that can body shot the guys we were tagged. So far, I have to say, pretty good, pretty ballsy place, where you just like health. As long as I'm alive, I can do stuff. There's a heavy and a sentry, and we're going for the sentry, and the heavy throws the sandwich at us in pure panic. Because maybe he had view models off and didn't realize he was holding the sandwich instead of the minigun. Maybe he just thought he had 1 bullet left on the minigun and he has a charge that said sandwich. For some reason, I mean, oh, that's a bit of a stretch. Oh, God, reflect. And so far, oh, reflecting that away and running in. Oh, there's a sniper. There's a double man. Kill him, yes, there we go. Low on health, 45. That's more than 0. Let's not fuck with the heavy, but let's do it anyway. He hasn't seen us. And, oh, he died. This is the kind of fearless pyro play that I love to see. Like, you're low on health, but you're comfortable and you still do stuff. You don't stop working as a person when this happens. So, this is legendary RQA again, with some pretty good defense reflex. I'm just gonna show those real quick. So this is steel, and reflects these, or extinguishes these. Hello. How about the reflect? Or yeah, reflect. And oh, hitting you with this one. Oh, there's another rocket shit. We missed. Oh, the airstrike. Yeah, we hit them with the reflect. One of them at least. Oh! 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 Double kill! We got them with the reflect. VP, 21 health. Fuck you. Oh, we got the medic. Come on, reflect. Oh, we hit him with this and still defending. Even though we lost a point, it's the principle that matters. Oh, another reflex. Perfect. Reflect kills. I love seeing those. And then they just kind of pop back here, and then they defend the second point for a while, and then he dies. So that's something you can do as a pyro if the other team has a lot of soldiers. You can just stay on the point and just reflect the shit back at them. But it's a bit difficult. It takes a while to get a hang of, but unless you try, you will never know how much you'll die. So hopefully now we're on the last one, and we'll hopefully see that you are learning some of the basics from Pyro. I personally am not the best Pyro because Pyro is the furthest away from being a sniper. So I'm not too good with him. I'm way too impatient. But a lot of you guys have done really good stuff, even though I haven't shown them. So a nice reflect. It's good. Goes in with an Uber. Just gonna go in and burn, kill him. And then there's of course a nest in here, and we decided, well, this nest is going down, so we're just gonna burn this heavy. Yes, and then this thing. And then we're eventually going to go up here and destroy all this stuff. Just burn. People go like, man, Pyro is such a WM1 class. I was like, yeah, but you keep dying to it, so we're gonna keep doing it. So, there we go. We clean up the mess. We're still kind of defending forward. We got guys coming toward. Oh, the sniper! Oh, luckily he had the huntsman, so he's not so scary unless he hits us with it. He's trying to do some preemptive shots. Did get some nice flare kill though. However, one thing you should really avoid as a pyro is just shooting flares all the time, just for the sake of shooting flares. That's what a lot of newer players do. They just overuse the flare gun as a pyro, and exactly when they're not using it as a secondary. So he dies. It's going to conclude our super long episode of Pyro Basics. But you know, as a pyro, you have so many options to do stuff. So I would recommend like just a flamethrower. And then the shotgun for starters. This thing, you either use this for running, and then this one for cool stuff. You can avoid the rest. But usually when you're using Scorch Shot, we didn't see a lot of cool detonator jumps, but you can jump with this thing as well. Just check out the detonator episode, this as well. You just have to make sure that it's not your primary weapon. And as a pyro, your job is to burn, air blast, extinguish, spy check, not necessarily spy kill. You can also remove zappers, and you are best when you are inside enclosed off areas like we saw with, I think it was Burning Arrow that just had a dispenser in a choke, and you can just stay there for as long as you liked. And that's going to conclude that. So hopefully you got to see some of the basics in between all of my rants of how awful or how good people were. And keep submitting stuff. And for the love of God, if you're sending a lot, zip the file, because it will save me a lot of manual work. And if you have a tick, include the tick in the file name, because that's the only thing I have time to check. Cool. With that, next week is going to be the basics of Demo Man. And notice that I say Demo Man and not Demo Knight. So no shields, just bombs. So that means you can use, you can use these, right? And you can use these. Just no shields, no shoes, no swords. I mean, you can use swords, but no shields and no shoes. Or you can use shoes, but no shields. Yeah, no shields. Are not allowed, no shields. Cool. Be sure to check the description for a raffle link if you're watching this live. Then the link will be available soon in the chat. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the Demo Man episode.